Just through these first few days of practice, everybody's been really great, and it's been so much fun.
We saw the Caitlin Clark effect. We saw the influx in fans who flooded to the WNBA.
I think they obviously are taking winning and capitalizing off of this Caitlin Clark moment they have going very seriously.
The gym was packed with reporters, players, and eyes watching from every corner, but no one was ready for what Caitlin Clark unleashed.
I think the vibes are really good, and that's what's really fun about it. Like, you know, obviously we're probably not in the heat of battle yet. I mean, we're out here competing with one another.
She could potentially be one of the best point guards to ever play in the WNBA.
The moment she stepped onto the floor, training camp turned into a spectacle. Not just because of her shot, not just because of her vision, but because the energy shifted around her like the game already belonged to her.
Caitlin Clark, in that, has become arguably the most influential basketball player in the world, both on the men's and the women's side.
And then it happened. Clip after clip went viral. Again, from no-look dimes to logo threes, Caitlin wasn't prepping for the season, she was auditioning for MVP. And by the time the highlights hit the timeline, one thing was crystal clear. The Indiana Fever aren't building around Caitlin Clark. They're building something the league can't stop.
The Indiana Fever have dropped a new workout video with the rookies.
She's not just back, she's coming for the crown. The second the whistle blew, it was like watching a different franchise. This wasn't a typical training camp, it was a statement. Loud, sharp, and undeniable. Caitlin Clark didn't just walk into camp as the face of the Fever. She owned it like she's been there for years.
And this video already has 120,000 views in just less than a day. So that's how excited people are to see this new Indiana Fever team. So I'm gonna be sharing with you guys some of the things that stood out to me. And again, I'm not gonna get too excited or down on different things. This is the very first day of training camp. This is the first official scrimmage that these girls have done together. One thing that stood out to me almost immediately, though, is you can see who the projected starters are going to be. So that's DeWanna Bonner, Aaliyah Boston, Natasha Howard, Kelsey Mitchell, and of course, Caitlin Clark at the point guard.
Every movement was calculated. Every pass had purpose. And when she pulled up from the logo, again and again, like it was routine, the room didn't just react, it froze, then exploded. Her shots weren't just dropping. They were sending messages. If you are a true Caitlin Clark fan, then type CC Rocks in comments.
The WNBA saw a boom like we have never seen. We saw Caitlin Clark come into the league. We saw the Caitlin Clark effect. We saw the influx in fans who flooded to the WNBA, and many of those were there for Caitlin Clark.
Viral clips started surfacing within hours. One showed her flying down the court in transition, looking off the defender with a no-look dime to Aaliyah Boston that nearly blew the roof off the gym. Another, Caitlin sinking a step-back three with a defender in her jersey, then jogging back without even watching it fall.
They are the moment. They are the Showtime team. They are the biggest team currently in the WNBA.
The crowd roaring, the teammates hyped, the coaches smiling like they knew they were watching history take shape. But it wasn't just the flash, it was the control. Caitlin ran every possession like a veteran with a playoff pedigree, calling out switches, directing traffic, controlling tempo. She wasn't trying to find her rhythm, she was conducting the entire floor. And she looked different, stronger, quicker, sharper. You could see the off-season work written all over her game. Gone was the slight hesitation from her rookie debut. In its place, a new kind of confidence, one that said, I'm not just here to belong, I'm here to dominate. Indiana's offense flowed through her like water. Her chemistry with Aaliyah Boston looked fully formed. Her pick and roll with Kelsey Mitchell was lethal. Even the second unit followed her lead, pushing the pace, hitting transition threes, defending with intensity like they'd all bought into the same mission.
So all the rookies are in Indiana. They were at the Pacers game, tossing out shirts with the rest of the team. So hot off the presses, the Indiana Fever have dropped a workout video, which has Bree Hall, it has Yvonne Ejim, and it has Michaela Timpson showing off their stuff with Caitlin Clark.
Elevate or get left behind. And this time, it wasn't just fans reacting. Rival players reposted the footage. Analysts changed their tone. And WNBA veterans? Some were silent, but that silence said everything. Because when training camp highlights are going viral like playoff buzzer beaters, you're not watching a rookie anymore. You're watching a takeover in progress. And Caitlin Clark isn't knocking on the MVP conversation. She's walking straight into it. Logo 3 first.
Yeah, I mean, that was like my biggest focus in the offseason, is just trying to get stronger and really working on that. And really thankful for Sarah, our strength and conditioning coach, like put in a lot of time with me, and we were in here consistently. Like, I think that was the biggest thing for myself, is just having that consistency to be able to work on it for 6 months or whatever it was. So I certainly feel a lot stronger, and, you know, I'm a pretty self-aware person. I knew that was going to be a huge part of it, and, you know, it's going to help me offensively, it's going to help me defensively, it's going to help me not get as tired throughout games. So yeah, definitely one of the focus points of my off season is just getting stronger, and, you know, even through these 2 practices, like I can certainly feel it.
What's happening in Indiana isn't just exciting, it's terrifying for the rest of the league. Caitlin Clark isn't just showing up, she's shifting the entire culture of the franchise. Her leadership isn't loud or forced, it's precise, commanding, and completely natural. She's not demanding the spotlight, it follows her. Every drill, every scrimmage, every play, she's setting a tone that even the veterans are matching. When a rookie walks into camp and elevates everyone around her without saying a word, that's not potential. That's MVP material.
Caitlin Clark, in that, has become arguably the most influential basketball player.
And it's not just the flashy plays drawing attention. It's the moments in between. The split-second decisions, the help defense, the way she calls out rotations or reads a double team before it even forms. You can't teach that. You can't fake it either. Caitlin's feel for the game is beyond her years. Her vision is surgical. And what's most dangerous? She's only getting better. She's also carrying herself like someone who's done being underestimated.
This is the very first day of training camp. This is the first official scrimmage that these girls have done together. One thing that stood out to me almost immediately, though, is you can see who the projected starters are going to be. So that's DeWanna Bonner, Aaliyah Boston, Natasha Howard, Kelsey Mitchell, and of course, Caitlin Clark at the point guard.
Her day 2 interview wasn't just media chatter, it was a declaration. She talked about her off-season grind. She talked about building her strength, sharpening her defense, and learning how to take over without burning out. It's going to help me offensively, defensively, and help me not get as tired throughout games, she said. Cool, confident, calculated. That's not a rookie talking. That's a future MVP already doing the math. Her teammates are feeding off it.
Everything is just absolutely new. It feels really good. It feels fresh. It's kind of like when you take your clothes out the dryer, kind of like fresh. It feels different. It feels good because we have new leadership, we got new players, we got vet leadership. You know, so I think all that combined just makes for a good atmosphere right now. It feels good.
How does that help you guys elevate even more for the players who are returning?
It makes it easier. I remember this time last year, it didn't feel good. So we had to get that in order first, for people to start playing well. It's like the domino effect. But I think once your culture is kind of established, how you guys see it now, I think it makes everything else way easier. I don't know if that makes sense, but way easier.
Aaliyah Boston looks like she's ready to unleash her dominance inside, with Caitlin feeding her clean, high IQ passes. Kelsey Mitchell has more space than she's ever had to work with, thanks to the gravity Caitlin brings every time she steps over half court. Even veterans like Erica Wheeler and Alyssa Smith are playing with more pace, more fire, more urgency.
Caitlin is already testing the limits of Michaela's catch radius, laugh, LMFAO, Lob City, here we come. Everybody is like commenting on her wingspan, I'm telling you, and there's a good reason to. That was the first thing that I noticed watching this workout. Now, a lot of people are commenting on the fact that they have signed rookie scale contracts, and that is not surprising. They can be signed to the Indiana Fever but not make the team or not make the cut, or they can be like released. I think that this just ensures that the Indiana Fever can sign them, and the Indiana Fever can like either stash them away overseas, have them come back later, maybe if they want them to get a little more experience, or they can sign them to the injury list. I don't know if that's like, you know, like a loophole, but I think that that's one way that they can bring two people on instead of just the one that they can afford right now.
And behind it all, the Fever coaching staff knows exactly what they have. The playbook has expanded. The tempo has skyrocketed. And the offense? It's built around Caitlin, not to protect her, but to unleash her. Everything flows through her. Every defender is pulled in by her range. And every player on that court is benefiting from her presence.
My takeaway, I don't see Michaela Timpson not making the cut. And her wingspan, it's 6'10", by the way. It's on display. Let's watch it though. All right, Michaela Timpson talking to Aaliyah. There's Yvonne Ejim, Bree Hall. Ooh, nice pass. Looked good. Yvonne, that was good. I like that from Bree. Okay, that was a little bit of a slow release. Oh, see, that was good. Oh, that was a really nice jumper. Okay, Bree doing a layup. Bree's getting another layup. Okay, this lob pass right here. Let's just go over that again. Okay, remember, Michaela Timpson has a 6'10" wingspan, but if she had a 6'9" wingspan, would she have been able to get that?
This isn't about adjusting to the league anymore. This is about flipping it. Because if this is what Caitlin Clark looks like in training camp, imagine what she'll do in the regular season when the lights are brightest and the stakes are real. The MVP conversation isn't just coming, it's already circling her name, and everyone else in the league just felt the pressure rise. The viral highlights were just the surface. What really has the league on edge is how seamlessly Caitlin Clark has turned Indiana's training camp into a blueprint for domination.
Yeah, I mean, that was like my biggest focus in the offseason is just trying to get stronger and really working on that. And really thankful for Sarah, our strength and conditioning coach, like put in a lot of time with me. And we were in here consistently. Like I think that was the biggest thing for myself is just having that consistency to be able to work on it for 6 months or whatever it was. So I certainly feel a lot stronger, and, you know, I'm a pretty self-aware person. I knew that was going to be a huge part of it, and, you know, it's going to help me offensively, it's going to help me defensively, it's going to help me not get as tired throughout games. So yeah, definitely one of the focus points of my off season is just getting stronger, and, you know, even through these 2 practices, like I can certainly feel it.
Every player around her looks sharper, faster, more locked in. The Fever aren't building chemistry, they've already found it. Rookie Michaela Timpson has become a breakout name, catching lobs from Caitlin and stretching the floor like a seasoned pro. Her defensive versatility and length turned heads, but it was the way Caitlin trusted her in key moments that proved this team has depth most didn't expect. Even the second unit came alive. Bree Hall's mid-range game looked lethal. Yvonne Ejim drilled spot-up threes off Caitlin's quick ball movement, and none of it felt forced. Every play had a rhythm. Every possession had purpose. The culture shift is happening in real time, and it's flowing from one source, Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark is the GOAT!
She signed my jersey! I'm so happy, I'm crying, I'm so happy. This is the best day ever.
Caitlin Clark effect seems to be crazier than year 1.
I love watching her score and just everything about her.
They went the extra mile just to watch her play here.
This is great news for women's basketball, period.
Off the court, Indiana doubled down with their Now You Know campaign. Bold, unapologetic, and laser-focused. They're not trying to be underdogs anymore. They're telling the league exactly what's coming. 41 nationally televised games.
This is such an opportunity for the league to capitalize on the growth, on the new fans, on the jersey sales, on all of these things now.
All eyes locked in. And from the footage we've seen, it's clear. This isn't just about showing up. It's about taking over. Caitlin Clark's training camp wasn't preparation. It was a warning.
how she felt the team was gelling and how she felt about the addition of DeWanna Bonner. She basically said that when she talks, people listen, and she kind of wants to like win it all for her. Here it is.
DB's been tremendous, and obviously, not only as a leader, she's a tremendous basketball player too. She's won championships. She knows what it is. So when she speaks, everybody listens. So I think that was a piece of the thing we were missing last year. It's like we didn't really have that inside of our locker room. So just really grateful for that, and just the way she talks and she leads. Like for me as a second-year point guard, like I want to win for her. Like this is the end of her career. Like she deserved it.
And the MVP talk, it's no longer premature. It's a real possibility because the league has never seen a rookie lead like this. Caitlin Clark didn't come to training camp to learn. She came to lead. Every highlight, every possession, every viral clip has made one thing crystal clear. She's not waiting her turn. She's taking over now. The Fever aren't rebuilding. They're reloading behind the league's most dangerous weapon. And if this is how she starts the season, the MVP conversation won't be a debate. It'll be a formality.
Number 1 in your heart, Caitlin Elizabeth Clark.
One more thing on Caitlin, which makes her super valuable, is she is leading the WNBA in points generated, which means points scored and or points assisted on. She is leading the league by a significant margin, and she is doing this as a rookie with a Fever team that is not comprised of a bunch of all-stars.
And I want to personally thank Caitlin Clark for lifting up our sport. And it just is not going to stop here on the collegiate tour. But when she is the number 1 pick in the WNBA draft, she's gonna lift that league up.
Caitlin Clark has done is grown the WNBA exponentially. She did in 5 weeks what would have taken 5 years. And as it pertains to draft viewership, she did in 5 days what would have taken 5 years.
Caitlin Clark, what she's doing doesn't minimize what they've done, but we should have been giving her the credit. We saw the ratings, we saw the merchandise sales, we saw the attendance, but y'all want to make it about something else. Oh, what about the women that laid the foundation? What about this? What about it? That ain't got nothing to do with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is box office. She's doing this.
And my advice to anyone that comes in with this, this level of like notoriety, out of this world expectation, whatever the case may be, I just think it's all about having, be a horse, man. The Kentucky Derby, put your blinders on, go to work, show up to work, punch your clock in, prepare yourself, work on your game, work on your craft.
Caitlin Clark is box office. She is a star. Who, by the way, I'm going to go there, who happens to be white and brought a level of attention and allure to the sport it had not received before.
The association, they gave us a gym that I paid for. Not entirely, but they took money out of my check and I paid for it.
You better get the fucking full usage of that.
Man, I got hot tub, cold tub, weight room, full court basketball room. I walk in today, I'm on one side working out, Caitlin Clark on the other side.
Really?
I look at myself, there you go, 2 fucking legends, Patty.
Did you say what's up?
I say what's up, but I'm not the type to say what's up to interrupt your workout because I don't like people to interrupt mine. She can shoot the shit out of it.
And the WNBA assist leader this past year.
She can shoot the shit out the ball.
She's a great shooter.
And she's one of those workout people, got to think, anytime I hit the court, I got to hit that bike. I'm older now, so I got to get on that bike and stroll for a couple 5, 6, 7 minutes. So while I'm strolling through the park, I'm looking at her shoot it. And she's one of those shooters where if as a gym rat, you guys know, like, damn, bro, why you throw that pass bad? Give me the ball in my chest. I'm like, oh, she's a gangster also.
She's lighting people up.
Throw me the ball the way I want it.
What drill was it? What drill was she running?
I don't know. She was doing a 2 in a row corner wing. And if you miss, you have to go back to the next spot. And if you missed again, you have to go back to the starting spot. She had a nice drill. I'm literally still in it.
That's nice.
And she was shooting the shit out of it.
Of course she was.
Right. So she was shooting the shit out of it.
And she's the face of the league.
Agreed.
She's the face of the league. Agreed. Most influential female athletes right now. Coco Gauff, 10. Juju Watkins, number 9. Cameron Brent, 8. Paige Beckers, number 7. Sabrina Ionescu, number 6. Asia Wilson. So Asia's not going to be happy either. Jakari Richardson was number 4. Simone Biles, number 3, right here. I can't quite get past the fact that Simone Biles is behind Angel Reese. Caitlin Clark, she ran away with number 1. I don't think that should surprise us. She came away with number 1. Caitlin Clark is redefining the entire landscape of women's sports. Her dominance on the court has shattered outdated narratives about women's sports, proving that women's basketball can be just as marketable and widely watched as men's. But the Caitlin Clark effect goes far beyond her performance. It's reshaping the entire sports landscape. Her presence alone boosts the WNBA attendance by 105% compared to games without her, while road games featuring her Indiana Fever see an 87% increase in opponent home attendance. Her rookie debut sparked a staggering 200% jump in WNBA viewership, while Fever home games drew a league-high 186,000 fans last season, a 265% increase from 2023.
If you're a Caitlin Clark fan and want to support her, type CC Rocks in the comments. And share and subscribe the channel to get new updates daily. Thank you for watching.